there. G, who is the only one defending there, they kind of isolate. Like I said, isolate the one guy onto A long. He gets the one kill on the cross. That didn't get in the kill on the cross, but that was not enough, and his teammates were not able to respond in time. And like, let's say a 5v3 situation, yes, with fully bought 3 Mineski people, but the numbers advantage is still in their favor.
Yeah, and if you have just Tech 9s, might as well just go for the train, just rush into the site. And more often than not, it actually wins rounds. Like, if you rush in, just give it all you got, just pray to God that your aim is on point. That's going to be something. But hold that, it's all dubstep and Gi. Takes down a couple of guys from Recca. Gi with a double kill onto Super Sis and Bentet. It's just Xcrit and Frost Misty on their own. It's going to be a full... This is going to be a B take. They're going to have to force a plant here. And, ooh, Retract takes down Xcrit. It's just Frost Misty on his own. He's not going to be able to do much here. The rest of Mineski, they don't know where the bomb is yet. And Frost Misty still actually has time to rotate. If he rotates to A, the 2 guys from Mineski is going to catch him off guard.
There's this full line of defense that he has to go through, so I don't know where he can actually maybe penetrate the defense here of Mineski.
Well, we'll find out. I mean, Frost Misty right now... Oh, Dispenser's actually looking at drop. Gonna try to see if he can take the pick, and Frost Misty takes down Dispenser. Now 1v4. I think this is still doable, but Mineski now knows where... they now know where Frost Misty is. He's somewhere in the tunnels, and if you're seeing the map, they're all pretty stacked there at B.
Yeah, slick movements there from Frost Misty. Now Retract is gonna be at the end of this B long, but this is a 2v1. Frost Misty has to spot him out, and he does.
Yeah. Ooh! Frost Misty takes another kill. Oh, but no, Adrian is there with the AWP. Takes him down. Mineski is now catching up. 11-10. Oh, look at this. The double off setup is now coming for Mineski.
They're going to fortify themselves even more for long-range combat, and we can see that they don't have a lot of money, so if this actually backfires for them, Mineski will be forced to go for an eco, but at the same time, Recca Esports are on very, very low economy standpoint. Look at that, Frost Misty forced to actually buy no armor and a deagle in his hands. Granted, his 3 teammates have AK-47s. This is still an indicator that Frost Misty Recca Esports need the money.
Yeah, and Dubstep is playing. Whoa, they're actually rotating their entire team to B. If Recca reads this properly and rotates to A, it's just Gi on his own. He's gonna be the only guy defending the site. I think what's going to happen is they're going to try to force out the rotate, but no, they're actually going to go in for the full-on take here. No, I'm sorry about that. The bomb is rotating to tunnels. It's now rotating to A. Gi, the only person there. Gonna try to see if he can take down Bentet. He takes down Bentet through the door. He's now down to 5 HP, but will it be enough, though?
Using that door as a shield, it looks like it did. That one single play coming in from G, and now Recca Esports are trying to figure out how to approach the site yet again.
Yeah, Mineski is...
Bomb is actually dropped onto the connector there.
Yeah, still pretty much it's still anybody's game, but Recca Esports only has 34 seconds to play with here. They need to pick a site. They need to force their way into the site. And Mineski... Oh, wow. They're actually pretty scattered right now. And Retract takes down Rousseau before getting a refrag, and that Molotov is going to delay the bomb plant. Beautiful picks there, and ooh!
Dubstep a little bit too low on that AWP action, but the bomb has been claimed by Mineski here, and Frost Misty only with a deagle won't be able to get back. There's not enough time, and that's going to be a Mineski win, putting it to 11-11, but they spot out where Frost Misty was, so he loses a lot of money from that one. Look at that, or no money at all, 450.
450, just a couple of pistols here going to come in from Recca. I mean, if they're going to be playing smart, they should at least buy a flashbang. Yeah. I mean, as long as you have 1,008, is it 1,800 on the back?
Yeah.
As long as you have 1,800 on the back, you'll still be able to buy up next round. But hold that thought. It's going to be a full-on rush into A. And Gee trying to go for the spray down. Able
But that
to.
Molotov was perfectly timed, and they at least get the 2 for 2 in terms of the trade. But look
Super
at this.
Sis has the AWP.
Recca Esports are kind of waiting a little bit for Mineski to actually push out so that they can get the pickoffs.
But there is Retrack slowly. Retrack is rotating from behind.
But at the same time, Recca Esports are not going for the cross just yet. They don't have any utility to actually work with, so they're playing this a little bit smart. They're edging Mineski to go in. And risk their lives for Recca Esports, who have literally possibly nothing except for Bentet and Super Sis with a sniper rifle and an M4A1S.
Yeah, and they're still. This is just a waiting game. They're waiting for the time to dwindle down, but what they don't know, Mineski is waiting for them there. And Adrian gonna initiate the retake here. The Spencer's already inside, gonna see if he can spot out a couple of people there, but it's not seeing. But he knows 3 guys from. Now Dispenser takes down Super Sis. He knows people are there. It's just Super Missy on his own. Super Missy sees the head, but that Kobe! That nade's not gonna hit! And he's able to take down Dispenser, but he is pretty low. It's a 2v1 situation versus a UMP
He has to
and
get
an
that
AWP.
M4A1S. Get it for himself. Did he pick it up? That's the question right here. If he spots an agent, he's at 100 HP and with armor as well. So, I don't know. I think he should have just took out that M4A1S.
He wasn't able to get it.
I thought he was. Okay. Because it was right in front of him while I was just walking past his comrade's dead body.
Yeah. And you look at this, pretty scattered buys coming in from Recca. 3 AKs, UMP, and a Tech 9 versus Mineski's double op setup and Trey M4s.
So looking at Recca here, Frost Misty with 21 frags, and for Mineski, it's G with 20.
Mineski is...
That's a lot of setup smokes and setup flash as well. They're going to be overwhelming Adrian here, and he is smoked and flashed off. He's going to be charging with the Tech 9. Ella, hero.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very different standpoint with just him on his own in the side, and the retake is now coming in from Mineski. They still have the utilities. They can make use of and flush somebody out, and nothing much is happening here. Dubstep taking down Bentet after the kill Bentet made. And Dispenser, the fastest gun in the West, takes down Excurate, and Mineski will be getting the
east.
East. Oh yeah, southeast.
Asia.
Fastest gun in the southeast. There you go.
That's going to be another win for Mineski. Only 3 more rounds, and they get the first map.
Yeah, but let's not count Recca out here just yet. Anything can still happen here. But yeah, a fully bought AK. Ooh, Rosso not buying. Oh, scratch that. He buys the armor. But nonetheless, a fully bought Recca versus a fully bought Mineski. What is,
Dubstep gonna go for the peak, but he gets punished. He was looking at 3 people. Who was he gonna pick in a short span? Like a split second, he has to look for his target, but then not fast enough on the reaction time there, so they're gonna give him an AWP. It's gonna be given to the hands of Bentet. Very deadly with his aim, and only 1 man on the A side. That's the man himself, G.
And G is going to hold A long here. 2 guys from Recca are gonna slowly push A, but Mineski doesn't know that, and they're just playing pretty standard CS at this point, just making sure all angles are secured, and as soon as they see the bomb, as soon as they see something, they're gonna start pushing in.
Rosso was spotted there, I think, by a retrack spraying through from the corner of the van.
And Adrian actually takes down Excurate. Bomb, there's still 49 seconds left. They can still go for the rotate, and the rotate is coming now. Oh wow, that was a beautiful shot there from Bentet, but Spencer takes him down. So now down to a 3v3 situation. Rousseau is pretty low. Then they still don't have the bomb just yet. He is pretty sneaky.
He's at the edge of this one, and he's gonna go for the cross. Almost does not get the kill there, and even gets the tag himself. But now Rousseau in a 1v2. Dispenser is heavily injured here, so 1 hit Actually makes that into a 1v1, but that's gonna be a no. And Mineski so close to netting that win.
And tactical timeout is now coming in from Recca. What's your take on this? How can Recca bounce back?
I think they're taking it too slow. Granted that they're kind of getting these picks, or rather safe scans over at these corners, but the problem is when they try to look at an area where Mineski possibly is, they're already waiting and they have the faster aim or the faster trigger, pulling the trigger, and I think that's kind of like ruining what Recca wants to do right now. So I think they have to go for the other strat, which is to just, you know, force themselves onto Mineski, rush it, and I think it's more effective when they use it once in a while, and this I think is the best opportunity to do that.
And yeah, but Mineski, they need to keep it calm though, because what's gonna happen here is if Mineski starts, if Recca starts getting on the nerves of Mineski, Mineski might lose their chill. You need to keep it calm. Just keep playing the way they're playing, and they should be able to come out on top.
For you guys who are asking, this is a best of 3.
And this is an elimination.
Yeah, we're only on game 1. Again, this is Cobblestone. Next will be, I believe, Train, and then after that, Mirage.
And of course, this is Shootout Season 3, presented by Mixbot.
And we are your shotcasters. I'm Asarai, one hell of a beast, and right here with me is...
Nomad.
Yes.
But yeah, we're just waiting for things to happen. Recca right now is changing up their strategies here. They want to keep it clean, keep it safe. They're just gonna wait for an opening here.
The Spencer getting spot out there a little bit, but he does get some information for his team. And Mineski, very standard defense here. They will see every single entrance that they have whenever the T side does push in. And now, looks like with 50 seconds left on the clock, they could go for an A push here. Dubstep at the edge of A long, looking for that up shot. Will he actually get it? And right beside him is G, boosted up onto mid here, and he misses the up shot. He's gonna get overwhelmed. Dubstep is taken down. G spotted out as well, and Recca Esports, easy take on the A side. And even spot retrack coming in from balcony, shuts him down, and that's going to force the remaining members of Mineski here to actually go for the save.
And yeah, it's a 2v4 situation. Mineski, if they wanted to, they can go for the retake, but it's not going to be a smart decision for them. Recca's going to take this round easy. And yeah, considering the fact that, let's take a look at their economy real quick. Considering the fact that Mineski has, as you know, they don't have as much money to play with next round, so to speak. So they just need to, you know, save as much guns as they have. Might be good to get a few guns from Recca, like get the higher caliber AK-47 or the AWP, but you know, that's life.
There's 2 saved weapons here for Mineski, so they can definitely drop their teammates, so they will buy. Because right now, they don't want any form of momentum for Recca. Just because if Recca gets 1 or 2 more rounds in their hands with bomb plan as well, their economy is going to skyrocket. And Mineski, yeah, they're 14 rounds, 2 more to win. But in terms of how this game works in the money system, they are kind of starting to dry up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, look at Dubstep with the Mag 7. Where is Dubstep? Dubstep is playing pretty aggressive there at middle. And if he actually pushes a bit, he will know that he'll be able to actually get those 2 if he pushes.
Russo and Super Sis looking at the top of the smoke, playing as safe as possible. I think this kind of works for Recca in a way, but Mineski kind of thrive in these, you know, yeah, I was gonna say that in these slow peaking situations, because they can see Recca coming in at the edge of that model character, they immediately shoot and they kind of win the gun battle.
Yeah. And Mineski is playing with their angles right now. No, it's a 4v4 situation. Still anybody's game at this point. Rosso gonna try to see if he can actually get a pick here. And he actually takes down Guy. But the bomb is going elsewhere. And hold that thought. Frost Misty actually takes down Dispenser. Adrian goes for the refrag. It's now down to a 3v2 situation. Recca Extra takes down Adrian. It's now down to just retract. And he's just going to save. And he doesn't know that Rousseau is actually there at A.
Spots out the shadow there and retract. Does he want to go for the clutch? That's the question. That's going to be a no. He doesn't have a diffuse kit, so he's not going to have much time to work with. So he's just going to be on out of there.
A shout out to Reese GB as well. Shout outs.
Yeah.
If you want shout outs, we're reading chat, so you can just go and say whatever you want. We'll read the chat.
So for you guys out there who are, of course, from the CSGO Philippines community, shoutouts to you and to everyone else who are watching their teams play. Again, Mineski super close to winning, but the Recca Esports not gonna, allow them to net that easy win. They're gonna be fighting tooth and nail for this one, and now Mineski forced to actually go for the save, or for the eco rather.
Yeah, and Mineski's not going to be able to do much here, to be honest. They have 5.7 P250s and just a USPs. That's not going to do much against Recca Esports. The pistols that they have will not be a one-hit headshot, no matter how accurate they are. And they have helmets, so. And it's just a matter of playing it safe right now for Mineski. Try to do as much economical damage to them. And hold that thought. Rousseau actually takes down Dispenser. Now quickly down to a 5v1 situation. Just dubstep on his own. He's gonna try to be sneaky
He was
here.
looking right into the face of Execute. He was looking for the taps as well, and it didn't happen.
It was at this moment that he knew.
He messed up.
Yeah. It's now 14-14. Who is going to match point? Who is going to take the first map?
There's still the point wherein they can go to overtime.
I know. I'm hyping. Stop. I'm hyping the people for crying out loud. You're breaking the momentum. Oh man. Oh, you done did it, bro. You done did it.
So now Mineski have the weapons. They have some utility to work with, and here comes a whole lot of Recca Esports on to the B site. It's gonna be Adrian. The first line of defense gets taken down. He does go for the double spray down, and that's gonna be beautiful defense here for Mineski. But at the same time, the backstabbing Frost Misty says no. Gets the one, and only Dubstep remains.
And it's just Dubstep on his own. He's gonna try to see if he can go for the retake or for the clutch. The bomb hasn't been planted yet. And it's still pretty much anybody's game. Dubstep can still clutch this, but he is fully blinded, and he gets taken down. Frost Misty brings the team into Recca take the first map.
There's not enough money for Mineski to actually get a good buy here. They're gonna be forcing themselves into FAMASs as well as UMPs. No diffuse kit whatsoever. So mind you, if there is Recca Esports gonna be able to plant the bomb, Mineski, of course, obviously will be short on time, so we'll just see how they actually, approach this one.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Dubstep was able to clutch that, that's going to be a huge economical damage to Recca Esports, but
not really. It looks like they have like 10,000
oh yeah, they have
already.
I take that back. I'm sorry. I mean,
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Because of how the economical standpoint works here,
Recca can afford deaths.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, exactly. And Mineski, they should have just won that last game because that was probably the last chance that they had to maybe have good items to work in this round.
Just Adrian on his own, and it's not going to be what?
Yeah, I think it's part of
That's the server, but yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, there you go. That's nice.
Yeah. So Recca Esports has won on Cobblestone, the 14-16 score point. And let's check out the scoreboards right here, guys. So we'll show it to you so you can take a screenshot. And here it is.
This is pretty nice. brought to you by Mixbot.
Yeah, thank you Mixbot and Mixbot TV for hosting us.
For hosting us, yeah. And yeah, pretty dominant. I mean, it's a back and forth game. Recca had the upper hand, then Mineski caught up, and it's just a matter of outplaying each other. It was a pretty even match, but ultimately Recca Esports came out on top, and Mineski wasn't able to force out the overtime there. They were playing a bit reckless there, and you know, they could have done something, but I think they still need to find their mojo in this game.
Yeah, I think the one thing that really wrecked them was, again, like I was saying, Recca, Mineski did not have a lot of money to work with. They had a double up setup, but it faltered, and when Recca Esports got like continuous bomb plants from when they were 11 rounds in, they were able to accumulate so much money, as well as wrecking Mineski's economy, that even if Mineski has good position, good aim, you know, sometimes having the weapon advantage, of course, would almost always give you the win, and that's just what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Recca Esports, they just completely dominated Mineski. It goes to show that it's not just about skills here, it's about mind games.
Yeah.
Like CSGO is a game of chess.
And of course,
basically.
you know, controlling your economy.
Controlling your economy, indeed. And yeah, that was the first game in this best of 3 series. Recca Esports comes out on top, and we're gonna go back to the series later on. We're just gonna have a short break, and we're just gonna continue. Next map is Strain, and this has been Shootout Season 3. Presented by Mixbot. I am Nomad, and alongside with me is
Asteroid, one hell of a beast, so be sure to share that stream link, twitch.tv/Mineski International. So we'll be seeing you in a bit, guys. So see you.